Hey guys, what's going on? So for this video, I want to take a second, take a step back, and talk about WWII Zombies and the content that it is delivering to us. And before we get heavily into this discussion and such, I just want to say I actually do really enjoy WWII Zombies. But it is very stale and lacking in content that you can continuously play and grind. So as we go through this discussion, whether you hate WWII, whether you absolutely love it, let me know your thoughts, let me know your opinions, put them down in the comments. I want to see them, I want to read them. Let's have this open discussion with everybody. So let's just go ahead and start it off from the top. We have to start with the question is why are people not wanting to play WWII repetitively every day in terms for the zombies mode? My personal belief, and I don't know if this is something that Activision is personally pushing for more, is that WWII Zombies is suffering from the same plague that Destiny 2 is currently going through. Bungie in Destiny 2 has tried to create this system where the casual player and the dedicated player can receive the same amount and the same level of loot. However, in their attempts to do this, they oversimplified everything, and it much more fits the casual player. So the players that want to play hours and hours on end, repetitively doing things to get the absolute best loot ever, all those hours of playtime and enjoyment get completely removed out of the game. So then they are left sitting there twiddling their thumbs with nothing to do. In my eyes, this is the same exact issue that WWII Zombies is going through. New people can get onto the game, load up the map, they have the guided Easter egg system, go through, they can just do the casual Easter egg, bada bing, bada boom, they do it, they have their fun, and then that's it, right? Well, outside of that, there's really not that much for the avid zombie fan to be doing. Now, before you guys start going crazy and saying, there's all these other things that you can do, and yes, I know. There's the hidden characters, there's the hardcore Easter egg, you can just grind for levels and prestige and such, but none of those things are actually extra rewarding. You do all those things once, and then that's it. There's no drive or ambition for you when to keep repetitively doing all these things. You know, there's nothing forcing the player or making the player saying, oh, there's this really cool end goal, and I want to hit that. This now brings up the question, what can Sledgehammer do to get rid of this one and done mindset? What can they add in terms of features, new unlocks? What could they do to make the player want to come back and grind to achieve these new goals? Now, you're going to think I'm absolutely crazy for what I'm about to say, but hear me out and trust me, it's going to make a lot of sense. In its current state, WWII Zombies is almost a one-to-one exact model of Extinction mode. Now, in the past, or previously up to this point, a lot of other content creators and such have compared Extinction to WWII Zombies, but they have only done it onto the level of customization. If you actually look at the game modes side by side, they're exactly the same. They both have an armor system, a visible health system, specialist with some type of special loadouts that go alongside with it, a guided quest gameplay, some type of earnable currency, and then obviously there's all the customizing you can do with the characters. Now, the largest and biggest reason as to why I'm even bringing up Extinction is because back in the Extinction days, the mindset of the game mode is the same thing as what WWII Zombies is right now. People play it one time, they have fun with it, but they don't have a reason to come back and keep replaying it over and over. So what did Infinity Ward do back in the Ghost days to try to get people to come back and grind and play the game repetitively? There are lots of systems in Extinction that I'm going to go talk about now that I hope WWII Zombies would implement, because it would fit perfectly into that world, and it would give, one, a more variety of way to play, and two, give more reason for people to repetitively play the game and grind. So first thing that I want to talk about that was already implemented into the game, but it's a good leadway into everything, is the relic system. The way that the relic system worked, every time you prestiged in Extinction, you could unlock one relic. And what these relics did were they were difficulty modifiers that limited the way you could play in a certain way. Imagine like for zombies, like a 2-box challenge, snipers only, no jug. It was this type of thing, but it was implemented directly into the game. And the rewards that you got for this was you could earn a higher score, and you could also earn more currency potentially from doing this. Not only does it give you the potential of earning more currency, which you can use on more things in the armory, which we'll go more into a second, but it allows just for more variety, because you can mix and match these different relics, so that way you could have different type of difficulty modifiers. Like, say you could do pistols only and you deal less damage. You could do one run of that, but then you could load it up again and you could do one run of no pistols, but then this time you don't get to use your specialist ability and such, you know? However, you deal the regular amount of damage. It just adds more variety to how you can play, which, you know, it doesn't get stale over time. Unlike WWII Zombies currently, which it feels like you're only wanting to play one way and you have no drive or passion to play any other way. Now, the next thing that we're going to jump into is the currency system that I was just talking about. This currency system, or teeth, as it was known in Extinction, is almost identical to how Raven tokens work in WWII. Just like Raven tokens, you use the teeth and you use them to purchase upgrades, as they were called in Extinction. However, that is actually where they were only similar. The teeth system is set up for the hardcore player and the casual player. The armory that they introduced had many different types of upgrades. Some ranging from only having to need 1 or 2 teeth, you know, that just gave you a basic new upgrade, something that was more of a quality of life thing. Or if you were someone that played Extinction hardcore and you gained a lot of teeth over time and really saved up, they gave you these more ultimate upgrades and mods that completely would change how you could play the game, but also you wouldn't need them if you were going to want to play on a harder difficulty with more relics. If WWII was to implement these two systems into the game, it would give players more of a reason to want to come back to play the game, because for one, it would give Raven tokens something much more meaningful than what they currently are. Because I know for me, once I hit rank 14 every prestige, I don't even need Raven tokens anymore. And then once you hit Master Prestige, the entire currency system goes out the window. You don't need it anymore. So why not evolve it into something that you can actually use? And then if you would introduce an armory in the WWII, like they have in Extinction, it gives players something to grind for, and it adds more variety and different playstyles to the game, which will get people more interested to come back and play it on a repetitive basis. So to put this in terms of WWII for just a second, imagine that there was an upgrade in WWII to which you could use 2 specialist abilities at once. Well, this thing does exist in Extinction. It was the top upgrade, it was 1,000 teeth. I'm 10th prestige in Extinction, I still don't even have it, and I'm still saving up teeth to try and get it. But imagine being able to use Free Fire and like Shell Shock at the same time, you know? Or Free Fire and Frontline, or Camouflaged and Frontline, you know? The combinations of what these specialist abilities could do would be a really cool system that you could grind for by saving up these tokens, and something that changes the game that dynamically a player would possibly want to grind for that. And to make sure that that grind doesn't get stale for the player, they could be using different relics as they are earning more teeth or Raven tokens for WWII. Adding more relics changes the variety and lets them have fun while they are even grinding on this very long grind to get something that is that overpowered. You could even expand Raven tokens even more than just these mods and a new armory system. Obviously, Ghost and Extinction were in the pre-loot box era, so they didn't really have any other need for it. But however, think about WWII for a second. Say they implement this armory system, and then once you unlock everything in the armory system, which would take a while, what then could you use Raven tokens for? Well, another thing that could be added, and this is something I've heard other people mention before, is that you could do a trade-in system to where if you have enough Raven tokens, you could trade them in for a common zombie supply drop or a rare zombie supply drop, because that, again, was another issue of WWII Zombies. Supply drop rates just seem so slow, and especially compared to multiplayer, there's no reason to want to play Zombies specifically for supply drops. So if you add more ways in Zombies to get more supply drops, that would give more people more reason to come back and grind it. Hopefully, after seeing these comparisons between Extinction and World War II, you see some of the cool things that Extinction added to try to promote its player base to come back and play it more regularly. I know for me it worked because I'm currently 10th Prestige in Extinction and I still don't even have anything, and every time that I do pick up Extinction to play it, I always look forward to earning more teeth to get closer and closer and closer to achieving those goals of those ultimate mods and having even a different play experience 4 years later from when the game came out. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like below. Let me know your thoughts. If you guys have any other cool ideas you think Sledgehammer could have, let me know. Put it down in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. But make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well. And until the next video, I will see you guys later. Have a good day.